top 10. And Pendleton is a guy really coming on as we take a look at John Montes, familiar to fans in Southern California for several years. Good world-class fighter, and there's Pendleton, who's on a tremendous streak. Let's go up now to Jimmy Lennon Jr. Let's get the ring introduction.
Hi fans, here we go. Our next bout coming away as one of our feature events, scheduled for 10 rounds of boxing, as we present the Forum Super Lightweight Quarterfinal Tournament bout. Introducing to you on my left, fighting out of the blue corner. Entering the ring tonight, gold trunks with blue trim. Fighting out of Miami Beach, Florida, he weighs in tonight an even 140 pounds. His record is 23 wins, 15 losses, 3 draws, 13 wins by way of knockout. He's ranked number 6 by the WBC, number 2 by the IBF, and he is the USBA lightweight champion. They call him Fearless, Freddie Pendleton. And his opponent across the ring on my right, fighting out of the red corner in this 10-round super lightweight tournament bout. Wearing navy blue trunks, he's fighting out of Anaheim, California. The weight tonight is the same, an even 140 pounds, and his record, 38 wins, 4 losses. He has 33 big wins by way of knockout. He's ranked number 11 by the WBC in the super lightweight category. Please welcome Johnny Montes. Referee in charge now to give instructions, Dr. James Jenkins.
Montes.
Montes, let's go. Okay. You gentlemen obey my commands at all times. Good luck to you guys. Let's go.
And a look at the tail of the tape now. They're even in height. They're even in weight. The age difference, 4 years. Montes 26, but he seems like he's been around forever, and there's not much to choose between the two in terms of reach. This should be a good, fast-paced bout. And look at Freddie Pendleton come out firing. Freddie Pendleton stopped Sammy Fuentes in just the way that he tried to do John Montes there. Freddie Pendleton stopped Sammy Fuentes in 15 seconds. Coming out, he ducked under a shot, landed an overhand right, and it was over before you knew it.
Well, you know, I'll tell you something, Rich. The most dangerous part of a fight are the first 2 rounds, because you're not warmed up, and any shot like that with any kind of momentum or power is going to put your lights right out.
That's certainly true in the case of John Montes, who just had a spectacular career going for him, if you recall, early in his career, Ruben, and he ran into Hector Macho Camacho. They fought in Alaska, and about a minute or 2 into the fight, Camacho landed a right hand, just caught Montes completely cold, knocked him out. And John has had a tough time at times in getting it all the way cranked up and geared up to what he was before that fight since the Camacho bout, but he's on the way back pretty well now.
Well, that's why it's very important, Richard, in your dressing room to come out already perspiring and have that sweat going, because if you're not warm, man, one of those shots will put your lights right out.
A quick exchange. They're getting to it early, as we thought they might. Pendleton has got some showboat in him. Freddie Pendleton is a supremely confident fighter. You wouldn't think so from the record. Don't be misled by the record. This kid was 12-12 when Ed Gersh took over the managerial reins, and since then he has really come on. He has knocked out 10 of his last 11 opponents, including the last 6 in a row.
In a fight like this, or any kind of a fight, you've got to throw records out, because if you're in good shape, the worst fighter in good shape can beat the best fighter in bad shape. So it all depends. It all depends on the night that you have. Whoever has a better night is going to win. Pendleton's record, very, very deceiving record.
That's why he is ranked 2nd by the IBF in the lightweight division and 7th by the WBC in the super lightweight division. He's ranked in the top 10 in 2 different divisions, Pendleton is, and he is the USBA lightweight champion. Montes trying to work on the inside, getting that one hand free and trying to come over the top. Pendleton now moves inside, in close. And Montes is willing to mix it up with him.
John landed a good right hand.
Good left hook by Pendleton with Montes against the ropes. As we come to the end of round one. Two of this super lightweight quarterfinal, a 10-rounder. For those of you just joining us, I'm Rich Moran along with Ruben Castillo. We are ringside. This is round two, super lightweight. John Montes in the blue trunks. Fearless Freddie Pendleton in the gold trunks with a blue stripe.
Fearless is right. Hey, up against the corner in the last round, he was throwing toe-to-toe with John Montes.
And we saw a red-hot first round between these two.
You can see that perspiration coming off of Pendleton now. He looks very warmed up.
Good body punch by John Montes. Bent Pendleton over for a second.
I think they took a headbutt there. They both collided heads as Pendleton came in. They've got to watch that because I hate to see this fight end in a headbutt.
Good stiff jab by Pendleton. Caught Montes coming in. These are two world-class fighters. Both ranked. Montes currently 11th by the WBC, and we already detailed for you the fact that Pendleton is ranked in the top 10 in two different divisions. Pendleton is amazing, Ruben. You take a look at his record. If you just look at the numbers, you'd never think the guy can fight. 23, 15, and 1.
Absolutely not, but like we said earlier, those records, you got to throw those numbers out after watching his last 6 fights.
That's right. Who has he beaten? Well, try his last fight to win the USBA championship, knocked out Livingstone Bramble, the former lightweight champion. Prior to that, defeated Roger Mayweather, who was the current junior welterweight champion of the world.
I'm telling you, he hasn't had fish all of his career. He's fought some great fighters.
Well, it's interesting. He had a 12-12 record start. He was 1-5 as an amateur before he turned pro. Didn't look like he was going anywhere. Claimed it was bad management. And I guess, Ruben, that really can matter.
I'll tell you, it really can, because if there's a manager you don't have confidence in, that's basically just constantly throwing you in with some tremendous fighters at a young career, at a young age, it's very, very discouraging, and that's what I think happened to him. And under his new management, he's done tremendously.
Good right hand by Pendleton caught Montes up against the ropes. John Montes, an outstanding record himself, 38-4 with 33 knockouts. Having a little bit of difficulty dealing with some of the quickness of Pendleton, who lands a right hand, and down goes John Montes. He is up. They will toll off the mandatory 8 count, and then the bell will ring after Dr. James Jenkin signals for them to come together. There it is, the bell. I was just talking about the quickness of Pendleton, and you saw it as soon as just before the bell sounded, a right hand caught Montes flush.
He caught Montes before he could duck. He throws that jab, and there. Oh no, here it goes right here. There it is, a quick one right on the button.
A clean knockdown, no question about this one.
There it is. Even from that angle, Rich, you could see the back of his head jar a little bit. That was clean right on the button, and he went right down. Very surprising punch to John Montes. He got up quick.
Well, what can John Montes do right now, Ruben, and what kind of advice you think he's getting?
Well, I think right now what Pendleton's going to do is going to rush across the ring and try to, thinking that he's going to try to finish him off, but Montes has got to use his head, tie him up, and work around the ring.
The man in John Montes' corner, I would say they have a good close relationship.
I guess.
A father-son relationship, and I mean it literally. It's John Montes Sr. So Pendleton off to the early lead in this fight by scoring that knockdown.
You know what I think is John's going to have to do? He's going to have to hit Pendleton right on the chin and either put him down or stagger him or hurt him, because Pendleton's got all the momentum, he's got all that. He's inflamed right now. He's on cloud 9. So he's got to deflate him a little bit, Montes does.
Montes is the state junior welterweight champion, and in the tournament, he defeated Tim Burgess. Was he claiming low blow, or
no? He's just
showboating around,
sticking his tongue out. And, he doesn't have to do that. Rich, he's got all the fight won so far. He's won the both first and second rounds. He's got all the confidence in the world. He shouldn't blow it by doing something like that and take a chance to get him on the chin.
Montes, I was saying, defeated Tim Burgess in the opening round of the tournament to get to this quarterfinal bout. He's very workmanlike. It's an excellent right hand. If he can launch it, he ran into a right again by Pendleton, but he took this one better. But Pendleton's punches are really sharp. Very crisp puncher. You really see it with the jab when he throws it out there. It's stinging. He's got some oomph to it.
Yes, he does. He picks that jab. He measures with that left hand and just drops that bomb. That flicking jab that Pendleton's got. There it is right there. There's a roundhouse right hand that doesn't usually do any damage. The little short, straight shots are the ones that'll put you on the canvas.
Montes having trouble connecting with anything solid. I noticed across the way in Montes' corner helping out is Albert Davila, the former world bantamweight champion. Davila's old rival, Frankie Duarte, is here tonight as well. Not sitting too far away. I wonder if they'll renew acquaintances. Or just glare at each other. Start to mix it up again. Pendleton with a hard right. And he comes underneath now. We're inside the final 10 seconds. Good left hook by Pendleton. Catches Montes up against the ropes. Freddie Pendleton landing the left. Round 4 of the super lightweight quarterfinal bout. It's John Montes and Freddie Pendleton. How you got it scored, Ruben?
I've got it 30-26.
Left hook by Montes. Pendleton in trouble. Big left hook by Montes, and Pendleton was really stung. His knees sagged. John Montes with a big punch. He has 33 knockouts, and he's trying to turn the tide, and he has turned the tide of this fight. But look out, Pendleton's dangerous.
John took a shot right there, right before the break, and just took another right hand. This is going to be a war.
Either man could go down soon. They're both a little shook up right now. Montes has been tagged a couple of times. In their corner, they're signaling to Montes to go to the body. Hard right by Montes, go to the head.
He just deflated all the confidence Pendleton had in the first 3 rounds. So he's got to continue this pressure because Pendleton is pitching a shutout.
A stunning turnabout by John Montes, a left hook, and Pendleton's legs still look a little bit wobbly.
His eyes are clear though, Rich. He could be faking it. You got to watch a guy like Pendleton.
He's backing away.
He could surprise you with a shot.
He's getting hit though. He's getting hit with body shots. John Montes trying to put it on him. Another good left hook by Montes.
But see, look at him come back. I don't think he's as hurt as everybody thinks he is. These are some good body shots, but his eyes are clear. You can always tell by the fighter's eyes. These fans are going crazy.
What a fight. Right hand.
There's a right hand. I'm telling you, you can never count this guy out. Not until they say 10, Rich.
Double left hook to the body by Montes. We expected tremendous action. That's what we are getting in this fight. Pendleton willing to stay in close now with Montes. Right hand by Montes, but without the sting of that one earlier. Montes trying to follow up.
Montes looks a little fatigued to me, Rich. Look at, I think he's tired. He better dig deep.
Pendleton backing off. Right above us now. Montes trying to work in close. Going to the body. Left hook Montes. Pendleton gets him out of there with a left hook and fights his way. Yep, Montes pins him right back.
I think Pendleton did a remarkable job keeping off that arsenal of John Montes. He tied him up just like Thomas the Hitman Hearns did with that steal of the fight that he won in Las Vegas.
Right hand by Montes at the bell, and Freddie Pendleton, still a little bit shaky, sits on his stool and a little bit weary, and the crowd really appreciates what they're seeing here. And now Pendleton getting that very welcome 1-minute rest.
What a fight this is.
When you get hurt, just grab him. Don't start punching. And when you're inside, I want to see the street bag. I mean street bag inside. You okay, Freddie? Okay. All right, now, I want to see the championship in your...
Let's go back and see if we can see this flurry. Here we go.
It's going to be a left hook from Montes. If we get a clear shot at it.
There it was. That hurt him. That was right on the button. He was so close to going down.
I think Montes expected it. We're in round 5. John Montes coming off his best round of the fight, the 4th, but Pendleton trying to start fast. They were asking Pendleton in his corner, "Are you all right, Freddie?"
You know, the fight I would fight right now, if I were John Montes, I would move around the ring, let Freddie Pendleton punch himself out a little bit and go right at the attack. He's coming on very, very strong this round, knowing the fact that Montes won the last round big. So I would just let him, I'd play the waiting game.
I think some of the confidence or overconfidence has definitely gone out of Pendleton. Do you think maybe he was just getting careless and a little bit overconfident?
Absolutely. He was showboating over there on the other side of the ring, and I think his confidence was bigger than the Fabulous Forum.
Big stiff jab by Montes. Pendleton has just slowed perceptibly here. He tries to bounce a little, circle a little, maybe to try to get his rhythm back.
Boy, this last round sure reminded me of the Thomas Hearns, James the Heat Kitchen fight. The Heat had him in a tremendous trouble, and he held on to Kitchen to win the fight, which I thought was a highway robbery.
He really held.
I thought the Heat should be the champion.
Here comes Montes again. Left hooks. Uh-oh, and one straightens Pendleton right up. He was going to the body with the left, and then he brought it upstairs. Remember this year that Freddie Pendleton knocked out Livingston Bramble to win the USBA championship. Holds a previous victory over Roger Mayweather, the junior welterweight champion of the world. He's won 6 in a row by knockout. Montes chases him into the corner. One punch has turned this entire fight around.
That's all it takes. That's all it takes. And John Montes is a good body puncher. Pendleton plays a great waiting game. This is a made fight that people just love to see fights like this.
But look at Pendleton's legs still look a little wobbly.
Yeah, but
he's still recovering.
But Rich, you gotta look at his eyes. That tells you the whole thing. If his eyes are a little glossy, then it's dangerous.
Well, I'm not saying he's groggy, but he's shaky. You can see it in those legs. There's a right hand. Right back with more of this. There's Albert Davila, who was saying use the right to the body and then come back with the hook. I would say Albert Davila knows his stuff pretty well. Well, we enter round 9. How close is it, Ruben?
That's got this thing so close that it's even. This is my scorecard.
All right.
What do you think, Rich? You
Well,
think it's an even fight?
Yeah, I think the first 6 rounds were pretty cut and dried, but the last couple here have been a little tougher to choose between the two. It's certainly got to be very close at this point. There has been one knockdown. Freddie Pendleton is in the gold trunks, knocked down John Montes in the second round, near the end of the second round. And Montes nearly floored Pendleton near the end of the fourth round with a left hook.
Now, would you give that round a 10-8 round or 10-9 round?
The near flooring?
Yes.
I would have called it a 10-9 round.
Good. Well, I was about to knock you down and say, I'm glad you're not a judge, but those are good. That was pretty good.
Although on my unofficial scorecards, I'm willing to give a guy a 10-8 if there's not a knockdown, if it is what I would consider an overwhelming round.
Well, I hope you don't score any of my fights.
Pendleton coming on a little here now at the start of round 9. Boy, Pendleton looked tired when he slumped in his corner at the end of the last round.
He looks a little tired now. You know, I don't think these guys are aware of how close this fight is. Of course, it's easy for me to say to go out there. I'd go out there and do this and do that, but when you're fatigued like this, it's not as easy.
We talked earlier about one punch being able to take a fighter's legs away, and that is what has obviously happened with Freddie Pendleton tonight. The one left hook that he ate from Montes in the fourth round took his legs away. So he's been doing it since then on guts and his ability from the waist up.
I think Montes is going to work to the body. I saw a sign from his dad to work to the body, and that's the best thing either one of these two fighters can do. You got 2 rounds left. Go to the body and try to take everything you've got left right out of that bag.
This fight very well could be up for grabs in these final 2 rounds.
Oh, good shot by Montes. Good left hook.
Yeah, nice little combination. He started it off with the right. Something to keep in mind for those of you who may have picked up this fight in progress was the fact that Pendleton picked up a very early lead. In fact, Rubin on his unofficial scorecard had Pendleton 4 points ahead at the end of 3 rounds. So keep that in mind. We get ready for round number 10, which will be coming up, which will be the final round. Pendleton pushes Montes away at the end of the 9th round. The crowd does not like that. Well, just a reminder, fans, that Fight Night at the Forum returns to the prime ticket lineup on Monday night, January 9th. We will continue the quarterfinals of the $225,000 Forum Super Lightweight Tournament. So make your plans to join us. That's Fight Night at the Forum, Monday night, January 9th, right here on Prime Ticket. Into the corner with John Montes. Getting the cut, you see it just above the eyelid of the right eye. Really hasn't bothered him too much. John takes that last deep breath. 1 round to go. And here we go. Dr. James Jen Ken brings them together, has them touch gloves in the 10th and final round. This is a super lightweight tournament quarterfinal. Montes in the blue trunks, Pendleton in the gold trunks. Montes, 38-4, 33 knockouts. Pendleton a winner of 10 of his last 11 fights by knockout in 6 in a row. 4 of them this year. Oh, by Montes, down goes Pendleton. What a left hook. Now look at his eyes, Rich. Now he's very hurt. His eyes are bad. They are ticked. John can take this fight out right here. This fight can end right here. Montes right on him. Working him on the ropes. Pendleton is in deep trouble. His legs are gone. Montes working to the body, then trying to bring it upstairs. Pendleton still fighting back, though. There's a right hand by Montes trying to follow it up. Pendleton just trying to survive now. Pendleton, that punch also opened up a bloody gash under the right eye of Freddie Pendleton. He is bleeding now from the right side of his face as well as the left eye.
What a tremendous left hook. He landed right to the button of
There's a
Freddie
right
Pendleton.
hand. Oh, Pendleton looks out of it. Pendleton looks out of it as he stands in his corner. He is down, out, and out of the ring. That is it. John Montes has pulled this fight out. A spectacular 10th round knockout for John Montes here at the Forum, and the fans showing their appreciation with a standing ovation. John Montes getting hugged by his cornerman, and Freddie Pendleton, who was knocked out in the 10th round. Let's take a look at it now. There's a right hand. You could see that Pendleton was not fighting back. The last left hook put him down. Pendleton staggered into the corner. You could tell he was done right here. Left uppercut by Montes, really working him over, and down he went. John Montes, the winner of this fight. We will be back for the official announcement of Montes' quarterfinal victory when we return. Wow, what a bout. He was very discouraged, gave John Montes the briefest of acknowledgments, and then kind of staggered down the stairs. The fans here in attendance did not appreciate what appeared to be a slight by Pendleton toward the winner, but nonetheless a great victory for John Montes. He's happy. Let's go to Jimmy Lennon Jr. now for the official announcement.
Ladies and gentlemen, we have the time of 1 minute 25 seconds in round number 10. The winner by way of knockout, continuing to the semifinals of the Forum Super Lightweight Tournament, Johnny Montes.
All right, John Montes, the winner, 39.